We begin our stroll down the line at Beeston Market, first thing in the morning. In the background, on the exchange siding, the first train of the day, a down empty sand train, is just departing. Hunslet Loco No. 3 Bickerton is in charge. The hopper wagons are very similar to those found on the Snail Beach District Railways in Shropshire. And we can see that coaling is in progress at the engine shed. A little later in the day, just outside Beeston Market, Fowler Loco No. 7 Tolmash is hauling the first down ore train. The workers' coach is followed by a train of empty skips. The copper mine is the main raison d'etre for Peckforton Light Railway. We have now strolled a little further. Ignore the copper mine, it's not really here, it's much further down the line. Ex-Southwold Railway Manning Wardle Loco No. 4 Bukeley is pulling the early morning mixed. The milk churn wagon is followed by a former Southwold six-wheel coach and an ex-leak and manifold saloon. Halfway to Beeston Castle, we see the Hunslet returning light after delivering its train to the sand quarry. And now, just leaving Beeston Castle, the up ore train is making its way back to Beeston Market with a load of copper ore for the exchange sidings, where it will be transshipped to the LNWR main line to be taken for processing. Hot on its heels, the up early mixed is now wending its way back towards Beeston Market. Our meanderings have now taken us to Beeston Castle station, where we see the down mid-morning passenger just arriving. Beeston Castle looms over the station to the right as the down ore train passes through, having discharged its load at the exchange sidings in Beeston Market. Just outside Beeston Castle, the Hunslet is now in charge of the down pickup goods. As you can see, the railway is still in great demand as a carrier of general merchandise. Midway between Beeston Castle and Peckforton, the railway skirts the banks of the River Gowie. The up mid-morning passenger passes by. You can see why the area is popular with tourists. A little later, and a little further down the line, the up ore train has swapped its empties for a train of spoil. This will be taken by the LNWR for land reclamation on the banks of the River Dee. A little closer to Peckforton, and we see the down midday passenger. An extra coach has been added to cope with an excursion train for visitors from Manchester. Not far behind it, we see Black Hawthorn Loco No. 14 Burwoodsley running light and coasting down into Peckforton on its way to retrieve the hopper wagons from the sand quarry. At Peckforton station, we see the up midday passenger departing. Walter France, the son of the local coal merchant, waits patiently at the level crossing, anxious to complete his rounds. Although the weather is fine, people still need coal for cooking on their ranges. The pickup goods is now making its way back up the line, shunting wagons as it goes. The sawmill at Peckforton provides plenty of traffic for the railway. Road transport is beginning to make an impact, but there's a lot of loyalty in the locality for their little railway. The early afternoon down passenger coasts into Peckforton station. An ex-Southwold Railway van has been added to the train, full of luggage, for visitors to the Spa Hotel at Buckley. Now departing Peckforton, the down passenger crosses the impressive viaduct. There's no real need for a viaduct on the Peckforton Light Railway, but I had to find some way of spanning the gaps to the patio. Just outside Peckforton, the up sand train passes the grist mill, powered by the waters of the River Gowie. In reality, the mill was at Buckley, but modeller's licence has allowed me to shift its location. The miller at the time was Joseph Neild. The day is wearing on. In the rays of the late afternoon sun, a down ore train is between Peckforton and Buckley. The gunpowder van has cautiously been marshalled midway in the train. A little further down the line, and we spot the late afternoon up passenger returning. Like the Southwold Railway, the Peckforton Light Railway has no continuous braking, and so goods wagons can be located anywhere in a passenger train. We have now reached the foot of Gallantry Bank, on our way towards Buckley. The afternoon mixed is opening its regulator to tackle the climb. A little later, descending the bank, we find an up ore train. That rich seam of copper is certainly providing the railway with plenty of traffic. At the top of Gallantry Bank, the afternoon mixed is now returning. The position of wagons in the train depends on where it's most convenient for shunting, to cause the least disruption for passengers. Passing beneath the main road from Wrexham to Nantwich, a down ore train makes its way towards the copper mine. On the approach to Buckley Station, as the sun is setting, the evening passenger coasts in over the swing bridge. The last ore train of the day leaves the Coppermine branch to pass through Buckley Station. Those workers in the coach have certainly earned a good day's pay today. The evening up passenger ascends from Bickerton towards Buckley. A few locals and one or two walkers are its only passengers. The very last service of the day is always provided by the railway's concession to internal combustion, a Walker-articulated railcar coupled to a Ford rail motor for the return journey. Here we see them departing Bickerton Station.